Hey guys, what's going on? Before we get into this video, the sniping video, if you could, down in the description, there's a link for the Mutthead podcast. It's on iTunes as well. Download. If you could rate it 5 stars, of course, listen. Hopefully you enjoy it. That would be awesome. Thank you guys so much for all the support on the Mutthead podcast. It's been absolutely amazing. And I hope you guys do enjoy this week's episode as we just talk about the past week. All right, let's go ahead and get to the video.
What's shaking, Chewy Nation? ChewbaccaLemma here, back with another Madden 18 half-hour only sniping video where we snipe for a half hour and hopefully make a lot of coins. Here we are on the Xbox, but on our other account because we're still banned, which is, I don't know. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be the full 7-day ban. I don't know if I think the last episode I didn't know how long the ban would be. It's a 7-day ban, which I'm gonna talk about as to what I believe triggered that ban, and tell you what the email I got, which is just a general email, and what I believe is going to happen as a result of this. We will see. So I'm going to talk about that in this video, and also snipe. Because I have such few coins on my second account, I think this could be helpful. I got a 73 overall. This is like, a lot of you guys don't, have the luxury of having millions of coins like I do. So you're going after, trying to build that coin stack. And I think this is going to be helpful. And I've done this filter many times, but I still believe that this is the best consistent filter in the game. 80-81s, you notice, go for about 3,300. That's pretty straightforward. 82 to 83. Can you just sort through them? How much they sell for? About 6,000. It's not too hard to figure it. I mean, all you gotta do is go through this. You could do this at 84 to 85s, sell for somewhere around 9,000. I mean, it's the same thing you would do for. So they go for close to 9. Elites, if you want to know how much does the zero chill out of position players go for, let's go ahead and check that out. They go for around, 22,000, maybe a tad more. Do the same thing with the Snow Beast. They go for around 15,000, maybe a tad more, maybe 15.5. Yeah, you probably can sell them for around 15.5, maybe a tad more. So now I have all those prices in my head. When I go through these teams, I have all of them. So when I snipe an 80 overall, I know exactly it goes for 3,300. Now, I will say there is exceptions to the rule. Like, not every card goes for the same amount, but it's a pretty safe, pretty straightforward rule. That Urlacher for 9,500, is that a good deal? No. Okay, so it may not work for, it may not be true for every single card, but it is pretty accurate for most cards. So it would be a good basis to start your. We'll go ahead and buy this dollar for 2,000 to start your sniping. For this, it would just be a nice place to start. And you don't really have to know. Of course, if you know like prices of like the bigger hit cards, like that will help you because then you'll have a better chance to hit those big time cards. But the fact is, I don't know those prices of every single card either. I just go through and I'm like, yeah, that looks like a good deal. I'll check it out. Again, that does take some knowledge to figure out, is that a good deal or is it not? But for the most part, it's a lot of it just looking for those prices that I just went through and then buying them and selling them for the prices that I said. So yeah, so it's I think decently easy. I am not doing all offense or all defense because I'm actually doing this in the morning. So the different parts of the filter today is that what's so good about this filter is well, one, because you have big hit potential as well as small hit. Like you can there's a lot of potential here, but the good thing about this filter is that a lot of times you don't even have to do all offense or all defense. Now, some of these teams, they are full. There's a couple of them, I think, which I got to figure that out. But for the most part, yeah, just go through and team by team, and you should be able to make some good coins if you're sniping in the 1,900. Okay, sure. If you're sniping in the morning, or even yeah, basically the morning. This is like 11 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time. Not too many people on. Probably from I would say from like 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to probably like noon. It probably is going to work. There's a decent amount of time that this is going to work. This filter. So it's pretty straightforward. And yeah, we're just looking for those. You see, we bought it for 1,900. We said they would sell for 3,300, guaranteed. So that makes it pretty easy when you're sniping, when like this is a guarantee to sell. And when I say guarantee, I'm like pretty darn. When I snipe, when I put these cards up, a lot of times people will say you can sell it for a lot more, and a lot of times that's a very good point, and actually it's a very good point almost every time. But I don't want to deceive saying like I'll put this up and then I would like make it easier for people to put these up and sell them and have an idea what they sell for. Have a general rule. I think it's and I follow that rule very closely as well when I'm sniping because I want to make sure it's not confusing. Cam Newton's only 15K, probably, but maybe not. Let's look it up. Cam Newton. Core Elite Cam Newton. I think he has a buy. Let's go ahead and buy that. We bought it. How much should we sell him for? Wow, people just got him for 10K. I think we can sell it for 20. Let's go ahead and put that up for 20,000. Actually, let's put it up for, whoa, not that much. 20,500. Okay. So that's what, close to 3,500 coins there. I wish I got it for 10K like some of those other people did, but that's still pretty solid. So 5,200. Nope. Okay. Also, how do you put the card up so fast? I get that question still a lot because it's a very good question. All you have to do is push right on the D-pad and then just push the triggers repeatedly, and that's how you put it up. And I always do right on the analog as well. Right, and then push the triggers repeatedly. That's got to be a deal, right? 7,500. Is that a deal? Probably not even a deal, is it? Is kickers really that cheap now? 16,000? No. No. What am I thinking? I just get, oh, nice. Nice. 16,500. For whatever reason, I'm thinking, you got the Bo Jackson out there, but he's what, 100 and some K. Mike, did it really bring down kickers that much? It didn't bring them down, but oh my goodness. That's what I'm talking about, guys. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's how you put the cards up really fast. Anyway, ooh, 3,500. Yes. That was up for over 2 minutes, guys. We're going to run out of coins. This may not be a half-hour sniping video. This might be a 15-minute sniping video if we run out of coins because we're sniping so well. I thought 100K would be enough to snipe these cards, but, oops. Why am I at 15? What am I doing? 6,000. Okay. What was I going to say? Okay, let's talk about the ban. All right, so I got banned on my main account for a week, and some people are probably happy about that. Is Kirk Cousins? I see one at 85 and 9. Is that really? Yes, he is really that cheap. Some people probably are happy about it. I got banned. Serves you right. You're being so cheap. Or serves you right. You bought coins, which I did not. Let's go ahead and say that. I did not buy coins. Anybody that says I bought coins is jealous, and no, they probably honestly believe that. And I think Steelers are probably full, so I'll skip those. And I gotta respect, not respect their opinion. I don't really have to respect it, but I do have to understand that that is going to be the case, especially when I get an email and I tell you the email said that I received coins. That's what the email says. And the only thing I could think of, I never transferred coins. I transferred cards for a weekend league, and then got them back, or gave them back. I got the cards. I did a couple wagers on stream for a total of 150K, which is not much at all, which I think most people would say that's not nearly enough to get on their radar. And that's the only thing. For receiving, that's the only thing I'm telling you. Do I buy this, Dalton? I really don't know if I should keep buying these. They're not that much profit, but I'll buy it. And that's the only thing I can think of for receiving. Now, the wagers are not against EA's terms of service, which is weird because I figured they would be, actually. But it's not. They are not anywhere to be found. You could make a case maybe it's part of the coin distribution thing, but even the game changers do wagers, it's not it's still, very prevalent, and it's not I don't think EA really wants to crack down on that because of the amount of people that like that, and a lot of the big time people like that. So I don't think they have any intention of cracking down on that, but it does make it hard to identify if it's a legit deal or not, if it's a wager or not. Why don't they just put a wager system in the game? I feel like they should. They should just think they should give in to it and be like, you know what, we can't control it. Let's just go ahead and, if you put wagers in the game, I think that would reduce coin selling, actually. I think it would. I don't know. I think wagers in the game would be cool. Legitimate wagers, and EA can still they could take 10% if they wanted to, and then just say, you know what, I wouldn't like that, and nobody would like that, but it would still be, you know, something. But anyway, so that's the only thing I could think of. It was on stream and everything. I could find the stream and show them that it was a legit wager if they ever asked, but they wouldn't, because what's going to end up happening most likely, and I think this is the case, and I think most people think this, I got a 7-day ban. It's going to be 7 days, and I'm going to be unbanned, and there's going to be no word from EA except that I was banned. And some people say just keep blowing them up, but I do think that I can hopefully figure out an answer before the end of the 7-day ban. Even if the 7-day ban does hold up, hopefully I can find an answer like as to why. Because right now I can tell you guys, and you may believe me, you may not. And I appreciate all those who do believe me 100%. I mean, I do appreciate it, because I know you don't really know somebody about, you know, behind the webcam, you know, on the other side of the internet. I understand that, and I do appreciate that I have been able to build up some sort of reputation that you would believe me, and I do appreciate that. But I mean, I just want to know, like, you know, like at this point, like I feel like there's people that will always second guess it unless they tell me flat out that it was a mistake. That I should not have been banned. And if they do, and they won't probably, because that would be, the EA is not going to admit a mistake. But unless they send me an email saying, I'm sorry, it was a mistake, you were should not have been banned. There are always going to be people now, and people already did it before this, that will second guess what I do and if it is legit. And that stinks, because this definitely does not help that. And that does hurt a little bit my reputation, a tad, maybe. But in the end, it's honestly, so I was thinking that, you know, like, I actually was, because I was so mad. At one point, I was so mad. And I wasn't going to make a video about it because I didn't want to. Some people want that, like, that raw anger. And I was so mad when I started, like, going through this and started thinking about 8,800. Nah, that's probably not a good deal. Man. I was so mad. And people probably want that on YouTube. Like, just send a rate. But I'm like, you know what? I can't. I even made the video of me being so mad because I wanted to show, like, exactly what the truth was. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. And I'm going to, you know, there's a chance. I looked up defamation lawsuits. And because, like, this affects what I'm doing. Like, no money spent, and they're saying that I spent money, basically, is what I'm being accused of. Because of that, like, a defamation lawsuit, almost everything I can document proof for a defamation lawsuit. I have almost everything you would need to actually take it to file it. The problem is there's one issue with defamation that is really hard, and this makes sense that it's hard, but it is really hard. I don't think I could prove it. Is that I have to be able to prove that I was negatively affected by this. Now, some people will be like, of course you were negatively affected. Like, they said you spent money and you didn't. And yes, but how do you prove that? Because my channel actually had good growth on the day. My YouTube video actually did very well when I got banned by EA. There's a lot of people that came to my support. There's very few people that wasn't. And can you really put a number on those people that are not supporting? Because right now my views are up. So, you know, like, how do you prove that? And in all honesty, I think my channel is actually maybe going to do better because of this, because people found my channel and found out what was going on. They're like, this is crazy. So the fact is, I don't think I would have a lawsuit because of that case. Now there is circumstances that could always change. If EA came out and, you know, released a statement saying that he spent money, which they wouldn't do for privacy sakes, I'm guessing. But say they, you know, decided to make a statement and say, wait, A-Rod for 160? Is that really what he's... Wait, what? Is he really that cheap? If this is a good deal, I apologize, guys. Wow, he's really fallen. Okay. Alright, I really thought that was... I mean, that was okay. But yeah, they're not gonna release, like, saying that that would be crazy to think that they would do that. So besides something along those lines, or, you know, it's gonna be very tough and impossible to prove that sort of case. But, you know, I have you know, lawyer friends. My mom has lawyer friends, has many resources to be able to do it, and the financial ways I could do it. That would be possible, but the fact is, when it comes down to it, you got to still be able to prove it, and I don't think I could prove it. But still, it was interesting, and that's probably, you know, like, it's not that big a deal. Like I said, it could potentially be a big deal. I can understand why people would say it's not a big deal, because in the end, like, it's probably not really that big a deal. But also, you know, if everybody says that, well, it's not that big a deal, like, it's not that big a deal. I have not hit anything in a long time, by the way. You know, it's just, you know, it's just let it go. Like, it's not that big a deal. If you always say that when you're wronged, I gotta look this up. I know I said these are all worth like 9,000, but I felt like offensive lineman might be. It says 10,000. I think I will buy this. I think I might be able to sell it in the last hour. 10.5. Well, 12.250 was the last one. 10, 5, and 12. Those were the last 3 that sold. So, and like none of them really. Well, there's a few under 10,000 easily, but we'll go ahead and put it up for 12. Okay, we'll get back going. Ooh, Greg the Legatron sold. Thank you. I might need those coins. You remember when I said that I could buy that one for 97 if I was confident that would sell, but I'm not too confident. When I said I was worried about not having enough coins, I'm not worried anymore because I'm not hitting anything, which stinks. But Vikings might be too full there. 57 minutes. That's okay. Bears. Okay. We're kind of in the spot where we're sniping in the morning where things might start getting too full, which does stink. In the middle of a sniping video, you could of course always switch to all offense, all defense, any of that. But yeah. So a lot of people are gonna say it's not that serious. Don't worry about it. You know, just move on. But if you always have that idea, well, it's not that big a deal. It's just then. Like, you gotta make a stand sometime. It's just, if there's a bunch of small things that a company does over and over again, you're gonna be like, well, it's not that big a deal. It's not that big a deal. It's not gonna be a big a deal. But if you just keep letting it happen, then eventually you get to the point where, is this a good deal? I'll buy it. 86 Steve Young. Let's look. No, only worth 10. Dang it. Dang it. Has went up, though. 12.5. Yuck. I really thought I might be able to make it. I saw those up for... Dang it. We'll get our coins back. But, I won't make 1,000 if it sells. But, dang. 9,100. Do I buy that one, too? I almost feel like I don't even want to buy this. I'll buy one for 10, but I won't buy that one. You could definitely buy that if you want, but I'll see I made a mistake. I saw all those, you see them for like 20-some K. I'm like, oh man, maybe this guy's worth more than what it looks like, but no. No. You know, it can't be perfect. Can't be perfect. 4,500, sure, that's 900 coins. I'll take it. Wow, that was up for 8 minutes too. You know, wild. Chiefs are full. Maybe I should just switch it to all offense just to be safe. Make sure we're not seeing. Let's just do that. So you start seeing like 53 minutes. We're not seeing the newest cards anymore. So let's just switch this to all offense. Usually do all defense, but let's try all offense and see how that works out. Okay. But anyway, so that's basically what's going on in my head. And I do believe that, you know, obviously this is a mistake. I don't know. I really don't know. The thing that I think, the reason why I was so upset, and I'm starting to not be as upset, but the reason I was so upset is because I start looking at this stuff and I'm like, okay, well, I got banned for 150K, you know, but then you start looking at other people that do wagers and other people that promote coins and all this other stuff that people do, and they never get banned. And so it starts making you think, you know, like, okay, so to me, I wouldn't be surprised if I was somehow on a list, if I was reported, if someone says about buying coins. Actually, that's what a lot of people think, that I got reported for something, and I was on a list watching. I was on a watch list, and I don't know if this is a thing, but that kind of makes me think that way. I was on some sort of watch list, and think about how many coin values I'm losing right now, too. I have some cards that I bought on the auction house that I couldn't sell. Anyways, because I'm banned now. They haven't sold yet. But anyway, and when they saw those wagers go through, they're like, yep, bought coins. We were waiting on it. Banned. And a part of me believes that actually did happen. I was reported somehow. I was on a watch list. Something happened where I somehow got on their radar, because there's no way, no how that 150K in wagers should ever result in a 7-day ban. No way. And anything else, trading cards, but not everybody does that, but a lot of the competitive guys. Ooh, I'll take that. Come on, give it to me. Nice. This one might actually sell for a little bit more. Let's actually check, because he's so fast. Got like 91 speed. Something like that. A good salary cap guy. Paul Richardson. Let's see. Hello? Refresh! The last one sold for 10,000. I'm gonna try it. There's like none up. This card never sells. There's like never. 9,900. We'll give somebody a 100 coin discount on the last one. You're welcome. Hopefully that sells. That's a really good hit there. But yeah, what do you guys think? I mean, I've been talking a lot, you know. Obviously, it's a one-way thing, and I'll read the comments. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think is the reason I got banned? And if you say because you bought coins, you're not offering anything, even if you believe that. I mean, I guess you could say it. I'm whatever. But what do you guys think is assuming I didn't buy coins? So if you believe that, or if you don't believe it, just to take that assumption that I did not buy coins, because that's the truth. What would you think would trigger, of anything I said, would trigger a ban? I think a lot of people are thinking I just got reported, which could have caused a ban because somebody reported me, and then they saw those wagers maybe, or something, you know, or maybe I just got reported and I just got banned in general for whatever reason. Somebody reported me for something. I don't know what it could be. I've never promoted coins. I'm on Mutthead. I've never, like, I wonder if, like, in the back of their minds, Mutthead's thinking, like, we gotta, you know, like, maybe we gotta get rid of this guy, but very supportive as well. So, I think that we're gonna find out. You know, Mutthead has, like, they get the stuff from EA, right? So, 2,200, sure. He probably sells for a little bit more, right? A fullback? I'll put it up for 3,500, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, we'll go with that. Can't they look up my auctions, Mutthead? Can you go back in time? Can you look up your... Probably not. Can you give me the proof? Probably that would be abuse of power. EA would not be happy with that. But Mutthead, come on. Come on, man. We're tight. I'm on the podcast. Come on, Mutthead. that would be wild. I don't think that's a good idea. Anyways, what was I saying? I don't know. But yeah, down in the comments if you have any ideas, let me know. I've never transferred between. I've read the terms of service. I did not break. If you read the terms of service, none of that. I didn't break any of that. Okay, none of it. Zero. Zilch. Okay. The only question is trading those cards for a weekend league a few weeks ago, and trading them back. I didn't keep them, and then which a lot of people do that. And doing those wagers. The only possibility of receiving something. If you have any, if you read the terms of service and you think it could be something else, I guess let me know. But I've read through that like 18 times, and I cannot find a single thing that I've done wrong, which is wild. So, banned, crazy. Here we are. It's wild. I don't know what to say. Except actually we're doing pretty well sniping, actually. We are. But yeah, and also thank you guys so much for the support. I was thinking about, during this video, I know I'm going to put the profit counter. I didn't do it the last time because you guys already know it's there now, but I think hopefully it's there. Hopefully, I don't know how I would forget, but you guys like that, and obviously I put that in my comment. I didn't put it the last time because it was so just hectic, and I was trying to get that video out, and I want to do some sniping still. I wanted to send a message. I will not be deterred. I'm still going to snipe, and that's exactly what I did. But for this one, obviously, I can put that sniping. I can put that up, even though I bought so many cards that it's going to take a while. But it also, all those people that support, I definitely want to thank you and put that somewhere in the video. Maybe a few comments that really just brighten my day and help me feel a lot better about this whole situation. So I hope I remember to do that because that really was awesome. reading those comments all over the interwebs, whether it was on the Mutt subreddit or on Steelers are probably not full with all offense, or on Mutthead, or on my own comments. Like, it really did mean a lot. I do want to let you guys know that. It meant a lot to see all the support on a guy who's just on the other side of a webcam. You know, you're just watching a video, and for whatever reason you believe me. You know, it's awesome. It really does. I can't tell you enough, guys, that how amazing that made me feel. And it definitely meant a lot, and definitely lets me keep going, because I'm not gonna lie, after this came down, I'm thinking, like, you know, with all this, EA, I kind of want to give up Madden. I was kind of like, you know what, I might just go ahead and quit this. But then that's sending a message that I probably bought coins, so obviously I don't want to. I want to at least clear my name before I do that. But reading those messages and everything, it really has brought back some of that fight that I want to be able to keep going, because the growth has been pretty good overall. Can you please put a card up, somebody? The growth has been pretty good overall, and since this actually happened, the growth has actually been very good. So I do thank you for that, of course, and hopefully we'll keep grinding here. Closing in on 23K. I wouldn't mind seeing a little bit more growth, because I think we're going to start seeing really not so good of growth come, you know, February, March, April, you know, when Madden's kind of dead. But I don't know. We'll see. I could buy that for 2,300, but that's not much profit to be made. Come on. Come on. 49ers. Nope. I can't believe I bought that one. I got excited, you know? Maybe I looked at the wrong one. Was I looking at like the 86 and it was the 80? I was looking at the 88 or something. I probably was. All those that were more. That's probably what happened. Or maybe some people just were deceiving by putting them up for a lot more. That's probably what I did. Silly me. Silly me. Stafford? I actually thought... I should buy this, right? He's going to get a power up. Do I hold on to him? He's going to go up, right? I'm just going to hold on to that card. I'm going to not count that as anything. Right? 10,000? Maybe that's a mistake. Obviously, I can get my coins back at any time, so I think it's fine. I just gotta remember to sell it because it's on my second account. But yeah, it seems like a good investment. You're wanting for good investments. That might be a really good one. People are thinking that he might be one of the best quarterbacks in the game if he gets Gunslinger, and it'd be hard to argue that. Assuming he can make he doesn't have short accuracy issues and stuff. Would people say he meets whatever that threshold is? I'm not sure, yeah. I probably put this at the beginning of the video, but if you guys didn't already, go check out the Mutthead podcast, download, listen, rate 5 stars, all that good stuff. If you could do that, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. What was I going to say with Mutthead? Oh yeah, so on Mutthead podcast, I was on the Mutthead podcast, obviously, and we were talking about Team of the Week, and we kind of did speculation because we were doing it before Team of the Week came out, and then as we were recording, Team of the Week dropped, and before that, okay, so let's, I guess, backtrack. Before that happened, I was like, I was saying, no way it's Phillip Rivers, because we're about to get another Phillip Rivers for Gauntlet Champions, because, you know, that makes sense. You're not going to give a Phillip Rivers, you know, the 93, 94, whatever it is, and then go ahead and give him a 95 or whatever for January, the Gauntlet Champions thing. You're just not going to do that, you know? Makes sense. Well, there's so many Vikings. Oh, I'm back on all players, not on offense. Ugh, how long was I on that? But that's what I said. And then, so be it. Here comes Phillip Rivers. He's the master. And not only is he the master, it's not even that good a card, unfortunately, given where we're at on Mutt right now. So, the Stafford, I think, is a better card. And he's a 90 overall. And plus, he's going to get a power-up, we would think, eventually. So hopefully. So, I do think that those Staffords could be good investments. It could very well go up to like 30, 40K. It's tempting to buy all of them, and maybe I should, but I don't have like many coins to do that. But if the power up has not come out yet, it may not be a bad idea to invest in a couple of them because it's not going to go. He's not going to go down in price, especially considering he's a 90 and a 91. He's going to get Gunslinger or Conductor. Gunslinger obviously would be huge. Conductor, I should probably buy that, right? Weren't those worth like 22,000? That Patrick Peterson back there? Didn't I say those were worth like 22? Didn't I check that before? I think. It's 30 minutes. Okay, we'll go ahead and end in that. We kind of went soft. I don't even know what I'm going for. We kind of faded at the end there. But 13. Whoops. Let's go ahead and check that out. 14 auctions. All right. Let's go ahead and see what we got here. So Legatron already sold, which was a really good hit there. A lot of small stuff, but all together, if the Richardson sells, Mike Wallace, that's like decent. Cam Newton's a few thousand. Patrick Peterson's a few thousand. It should be pretty solid. The 01 definitely helps. Man, we were starting so well as well. But thank you guys so much for the support. I hope that did help. Of course, we got kind of hurt by the fact that the auction kind of changed during the video. That that wasn't working as well because it's getting into the late morning. So just keep that in mind. Make sure you're seeing 59 minutes, or just go between like a handful of teams. You don't have to go through all 32 teams like I do. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was informative. Hopefully it was helpful. Hopefully it was entertaining. Hopefully it shed some light on what's going on right now. And you guys are absolutely awesome. That's all I got. ChewbaccaLemma.